And welcome back on AdobeLive.com for our last segment of this incredible 3-day stream on digital illustration and painting. This is our last stream together, Therese.
Yes.
Therese Larsson from Sweden. Hello, Therese.
Hello.
For our third day, and the whole Larsson family in the chat, I imagine.
I hope so.
Like yesterday. Yes. You better be there.
Better.
So welcome back. This is, of course, the night shift because we're streaming live from Paris, and it is now exactly 10 p.m. here. So we're going to be streaming until midnight, and this is why we call it the night shift. So I think let's just get started right away, and maybe you can just say quickly a couple of words about you, who you are, for those of you who are new in the chat. I know many of you are coming back regularly, so maybe you've heard this already, but let's hear it again.
Yeah, well, I'm a Swedish artist. I do a lot of animals and character design. It's pretty much everything I do. Yeah.
All right.
That's what you need to know.
And she's always been drawing animals, and basically that's a passion that became a profession, right?
Exactly.
So all right. So let's see what animal you're working on right now. Whoa, that's a mythical animal.
Yes.
Yes, and we started that yesterday. So bear in mind that if you have missed the beginning of this drawing, I mean, the first day we drew. I don't remember what we drew.
The horse?
The horse, that's right.
That
the
you
horse.
wanted to sit on?
The horse that I wanted to sit on. On day 2, yesterday, you drew kittens.
Yes.
2 cats and a dog.
Yeah,
and my dog, Argo the dog.
Yeah.
And started working on this incredible dragon sitting on top of a rock.
Yes.
So.
This is what we're going to do today.
All right.
Work on this.
Adam says we keep coming back whether you like it or not, Rufus. All right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Therese Killer Sheep Larsson.
Killer Sheep. Thank you for that.
No, that's Adam says that. I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's move I'm gonna move this over here in the corner. Hey Helen, hey Eve Eon, Negar is back. Yep. Just tell her what you want and she will draw it in 3 seconds. Yeah.
Yay.
And I promise that next week I will take all of Therese's videos and make a slow motion of it. No, people usually create what is it called? Like rapid motion? No, time lapse or
speed painting?
Speed painting, yeah. And what we need with Therese is actually the reverse.
The slow painting.
The slow painting.
Yeah, but this will be pretty slow because now this is gonna be more of a detailing painting session.
Yeah, so yesterday we decided it's gonna be an old dragon. It's a bit with broken horns.
And warts.
Skin spots.
Yes. He's got character.
Yes, Helen, I saw some of that artwork on me on a horse. Of me on a horse. I don't know if Therese saw it.
The final one?
No, of me on a horse.
No. Wow.
I'm just gonna show it again. That's Limoleo's art. It's not very representative, but well, it's me on a horse. But at least it's my head on a horse. And then I also have another one here from Thomas, who actually put my head on a horse again. And then I said, but this is not a centaur. Centaurs have like a full upper body. So he came back and did this. All right, that's better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's much better. That's more like
awesome.
centaur-like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, and in the last stream, Suzanne drew me as a wizard.
Yeah, I was watching
Yeah.
the first hour, but then the intranet on the hotel
just went boom.
Yeah. So the internet was not very good. So I need to catch up on all the other people's streams when I get back.
Yeah, Panda, the Rufus tour. It's probably my legs and a horse upper body. I love that horse mask that some people have.
Yeah, that one.
Right?
Yeah. You should get that.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes. La Sergei 3D says, after a day of no's and a day of yeses, maybe we have a day of maybes today.
Maybes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
We do.
Everything is possible
Who
today.
knows? This is the last day and anything can happen.
Dorina is asking, Therese, do you sometimes paint in the grayscale first and then colorize it?
No, but I should. I think it's a really great way to work with grayscale first.
Yeah, because also in graphic design, my rule was always, if it doesn't work in black and white, it will not work in color.
Yeah. What I usually do though is that I, just to check that it's readable, I create a new layer that I fill with white, and then I set it to color, because then I can see it in black and white how it's working. So I tend to keep that up on top, just so I can go and check if it's still readable. So that's a good tip for people. And I use it quite a lot, even though I don't really start working in grayscale.
And Robzilla is in the house again. Robzilla sometimes watches the stream while driving, and that scares me.
Oh, that's not good. You should not do that.
Then again, in America, they do all sorts of things while they're driving.
Yeah.
They talk on their phones, they drink coffee, they watch Adobe Live.
Yeah.
And thanks for reminding me, Rob. Yes, there is an ongoing contest. So let me just go over here. And let me just block the video for a second, otherwise we get that tunnel feeling. Here we go. Let me just move over to my screen for a second. And basically on adobelive.com, there is a button down here that says Munch Contest, all right? But before I go there, there's of course the live chat, there's the schedule. No upcoming events, check back later. Because this is the last one, Therese. This
so
is
sad.
the last one.
So sad.
And you being Swedish, you are very familiar with the Stockholm syndrome, right?
Yeah.
We've held you captive on stream for 3 days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Take me out of here.
No, can I come back? That's what you will say. And of course, all of the replays down here. There's a big replay button, and everything we did this week, these 3 days of live stream on digital painting, it's all here again, right? So basically, there's everything that Kyle did, that Suzanne did, that Sebastian did, and then of course the Munch contest. And if you press on the Munch contest, you get to this page here, which is the hidden treasures of creativity. And basically what happens here is that Kyle Webster, who was on stream with us all of these 3 days, created Photoshop brushes that you can use in Photoshop CC and in Photoshop Sketch on the iPad or your Android tablet. And basically he created those brushes based on the exact brushes that Munch used to create the screen painting. Okay, so basically the museum in Oslo, the Munch Museum, provided Kyle with all of the information of how the brushes work, how they draw, and also gave information about the canvas. So you will find the canvas in those brushes. To get those brushes, and let me just remind you, these are free brushes from Kyle Webster. It's right here. Download the brushes. And basically that leads you to a Creative Cloud folder where you can download the brushes for Photoshop, Photoshop CC, or for Photoshop Sketch on your tablet device. Okay, so for Photoshop CC there's a few more brushes because there's mixer brushes as well. But when you download them, please watch the tutorials, because there's tutorials for everything on how to install the brushes, on what to do with the brushes, etc. So that's really cool. Yes, and Kyle prepared a whole bunch of tutorials here that you can watch. And then there's the contest. And basically what we ask everybody to do is to create their own version of the screen using those brushes, of course. And all you have to do, you have to submit your entries to the contest. There's still a lot of time. The deadline is July 14th of 2017. And there will be a jury, and Therese is part of that jury, who will select a winner for the grand prize, the best illustration of this new screen, okay, made with Kyle's brushes. And the prizes are pretty incredible. First of all, there's a €6,000 prize in cash. There's a 1-year subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud. There's 100 credits of Adobe stock imagery. And then there is a ticket to Adobe Max, which is Adobe's biggest creativity conference. And this year it will be held in Las Vegas in October. And the winner will get the flights, the hotel, and a ticket to Max to attend this incredible conference. Last year it was in San Diego, and there were over 13,000 creatives all in one place. It was super, super energizing. But maybe the best prize of all is that the winner will get a ticket and all expenses paid for a trip to Oslo to the Munch Museum to see their painting hanging there in the Munch Museum, their digital painting hanging in the Munch Museum next to the Munch's original screen. All right, and I think that's an incredible grand prize, right? And all of this is just for one winner. Remember to read the official rules. There are some terms and conditions, like with all competitions that are this big. This is a really big competition, so please make sure to read those. And remember that all of this is available on adobelive.com. There's a button and you can go straight there. All right, let's go back to Therese's computer and check out what's happening there. More and more detail on the dragon. Yes, Rob, the brushes, there's a set of 4 brushes based on the Munch brushes that actually do work in Adobe Photoshop Sketch on the iPad and on Android tablets as well, because Adobe Photoshop Sketch also is available for Android. And yes, the only brushes that don't work on Photoshop Sketch on the tablet are the mixer brushes, because Photoshop Sketch doesn't support those yet. Oops. Yet. Oh, Suzanne says, Titus stayed home. Okay. Yes, Janet, see, I'm late. Did I already miss Therese's piece today? She's so fast. That's a legitimate concern. That is indeed a legitimate concern. Oh, and Joshua says, your work reminds me of what I imagine the animals from Narnia would look like. Amazing.
Oh,
yeah?
Thank you. That's a really nice compliment.
Karen says, I have noticed with all the artists that they go right to a brush. I'm amazed how they know which to choose right away. You care to touch on this? How important is it to know your brushes? I guess it's just as important as to know your pencils or your, and you get to know them. You get to know how their dynamics.
Yeah, and what they're great at and what they're not as good at. And it depends. And sometimes you pick the wrong brush and you just change it.
Yep. Yes, because Photoshop brushes have dynamics. They have a whole set of properties to them as well. So Ryan, if you missed parts 1 and 2, that's not a problem. There is the replay button here on adobelive.com. Down at the bottom right, there's the replay button. And you will also find all of these live streams on the Adobe Creative Cloud YouTube channel for viewing. Thank you, Count Zero. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel? Because that's the only way you can be alerted if you hit that little bell icon about when we are live. And we're live every second week for now for these 3-day streams. And members of my team, Jason Levine, Paul Trani and Terry White actually stream very frequently, actually every Monday and Friday on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel, and of course on quite a few Facebook properties as well. So we do a lot of streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. So Silver Fox Wolfen says, how do you decide when you want to create a new layer?
When I feel like I want to try out something new, or if I have like a whole separate part that I want to be able to work on without being bothered by the other layers. So if I want to work on the tail for this one, for example, if I had the wings and the body together, it would be really hard to work on getting the look of the tail exactly how I want it, because now I can lock new layers onto this ground fill layer. Oh, that was wrong. This one. And then I can just draw without having to worry about going outside of the intended pixels.
And as you can all see, Therese doesn't name her layers. She doesn't.
There's no time.
Yep.
Life is too short to name your layers.
Wise words.
Which brush set are you using right now? Do you remember?
No, this is just something I picked together over the years, and I've just taken out the regular brushes that I most frequently use. And it's basically just 9 brushes that I switch between.
Paul Weaver says, Therese, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
There you go, Paul.
I'm good. I'm very good. I just had dinner with Suzanne.
See? Streamers bond.
Yes.
Had you guys met before?
No.
No?
Never.
See? Little communities inside the community.
Yeah. Friendships being built.
Yes.
I invited her to my small farm.
Oh.
She's gonna ride my horse.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Are you jealous?
Yeah, I should be riding the horse, but you know.
You know.
By now, I've just accepted the fact that I will not be riding the horse.
It's not gonna happen.
No, it's
You're not gonna ride my horses.
Adam says, naming layers is part of my OCD, so watching her work and not name them is making me crazy. And Helen says, I've been watching Therese for these 3 days and she inspired me to try digital painting.
Oh, that's so much
It
fun.
looks like a 3-year-old painted it, but I tried.
You know what?
I put it on Twitter under Adobe Live, the egg one. Okay, let me see.
My first digital works were so bad. You have to start somewhere. So, and you should never let.
Oh, that's from Helen. Let's look at Helen.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Is that digital?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's using the Munch brushes, I guess.
Oh my
It has the
God.
texture in it.
I love that. It's beautiful.
It's raining bacon.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thanks for sharing, Helen. Yep, and like everyone says in the chat, this doesn't look like a 3-year-old painting. Yep, and you use the Munch brushes, I recognize those. Let me see if I can make Suzanne a moderator. Maybe not. Maybe only Michael has that power. Ah yes, actually yes, totally. I'm logged in as Rufus, so. Adam says, Therese, do you ever print your work and hang them around your house?
No, I've never done that. Because I'm so self-critical of my work. And my husband is, oh, we should put up your paintings on walls. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, because I want to be bothered by that.
That's a very good life goal, Helen. One day I will be as good as Therese.
Yay!
That's right, Cecil. You're new to this, so she works so fast it's hard for me to keep up. Yeah, and she completely tweaks the Wacom Cintiq for the hardest pressure.
No, almost hardest.
Almost hardest.
Yes.
Okay.
The important difference. Just so I can abuse the Cintiq.
That's right. She wants to leave a broken Cintiq when she leaves the stream. Bye bye, Simon.
Bye.
Zulfugar says, Teresa, save! She's always saving.
Always saving.
She's constantly saving.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, you can check it out by looking at the little star icon by the file name on top of the window. And as soon as that star icon disappears, well, it means she just saved.
Yes, I am an obsessive saver.
Yep. And the GoPro is just not close enough to see you save.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I do save all the time.
Yeah, I can confirm that. That's so cool, Mathieu. These streams motivate me to continue practicing my digital art and graphic design. I hope to be as good as you someday.
Sounds awesome. Just share the inspiration.
And Juan Pablo says, is this a dragon or a wyvern?
It's a dragon. Wyverns, they don't have front legs.
They don't have front legs?
No,
or little front legs?
No,
not even?
No, that's a T-Rex.
Okay. So basically dragons without front legs?
Yeah, their wings are their arms.
Ah, okay, okay. Does it have little hands on the wings?
Yeah, this one has two. So this is like an ant dragon. No.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Juan Pablo, the spots on his shoulders are the signs of the old age.
Yes.
These decisions were taken in yesterday's stream. Cecil Ball, which is better for the money, the Cintiq or the iPad Pro new 10.5 inch? I tell you what, it's not about the money. It's not about try them out. Okay, you have to try them out and find the tool that best fits you. You will never know. If you get the iPad, maybe you'll think maybe I should have gotten the Cintiq. If you get the Cintiq, maybe I should have gotten the iPad. It all depends on how you work and what you want to do with it. Try them out. That's my advice.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. And Lo Sergei, the video is playing on my second screen. I'm supposed to work on my other screen, but I'm just watching. All right, let's do a little interesting thing here, guys. Why don't you all? I'm gonna do it too. Make a selfie of yourself and show us how you're watching the stream and post it to Twitter using the Adobe Live hashtag. I'm gonna do it right now. Let me get my camera out. And need to see Therese here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna post that. Twitter, new tweet, photo. Silly beast, right?
Yep.
Oh, silly beast. Let me see.
Silly beast LTD. Yeah.
LTD.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Hashtag Adobe Live. Let me see. And save and tweet. There you go. All right. So send us selfies of yourself so I can see how you're watching this, because sometimes you watch them on your TV, on a separate device, or you just watch it. But many of you I know are working and watching this stream. That's what I like to see. My dream, people. My dream is that Adobe Live is streaming in all creative studios all around the planet. 24 hours a day.
That will be.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Munir, that is not an excuse. Unfortunately, my phone gets crazy these days. It's opening apps and deleting things by itself. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Actually, I love Therese's nope. Nope.
Oh.
That will not work.
Oh.
No, it doesn't need to be your face. You don't need to put your face in it. If you're shy people, if you're introverts like me.
Are you an introvert?
I'm super introvert.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It doesn't show when I'm looking at a camera, but
okay. Oops.
Oh, Adam. 3 workstations watching here, Rufus. All right. Currently, it's on my PC screen in suburban London. Tweeted. Yep, Panda, I saw yours. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for a few others. Paul Weaver is like introducing the how do you say the things you put on the field to make things grow, like the
fertilizer.
No, the little things, the grains, the seeds. Yes, he's like putting the seeds of discord in the chat. We got to get those yeses going again, and maybe the killer lambs too.
No.
The seed of discord. Nope. I'll wait for you, Anya K. I just love the night shift. We can do so many goofy things on the night shift. You know that?
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you want to do something very goofy?
Depends.
Yeah. You ready?
What?
You'll need to turn around though, right?
Turn around.
So, yeah. So wait to see. Okay, turn around. Go.
What?
Yeah, go like.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna flip the camera.
Oh! Oh!
Go night shift.
Go night shift.
Crazy.
Yep. Oh, okay. Is that the quick brown fox that jumped over the lazy dog?
No.
No, it's not this
No.
one. Okay.
No. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I feel like, isn't that Chuck Testa?
So, put this back in. Okay. We're back. All right.
Doing the drawing.
Now, after goofing around, then I have also to scroll back in the chat and see what's happening there. So Zulfagar says, so does this dragon have any wisdom to share with us younglings?
No, he hates people.
This dragon hates people.
Yeah. Because he's seen so much.
Cecily saying, I'm new to creating my own artwork. I've always just edited photos, but I got into Photoshop to do my own drawings. That's why I ask. Oh, the money situation is why I ask. Okay. Between the Cintiq and the and the iPad, well, there's definitely a different price range.
I like Cintiqs, but I'm biased.
Yeah, you've always worked on a Cintiq, right?
Yeah.
And Paul Weaver, is not an account that I want you to tweet to. I want you to use a hashtag. Hashtag Adobe Live. One word. I don't know, Merusis, Steve Merusis. I don't know if Peru is in the list of countries that can participate in the Monkey Contest. I do know for a fact that some countries cannot participate. And please believe me when I say that it's not because Adobe doesn't want these countries to participate. It's because specific countries make it super difficult to have competitions, to run competitions.
Oh.
You know, like
I didn't know.
in Italy, for example, all the legal stuff you have to go through before you can actually make a competition is a big headache. So it's just too difficult. I think Philip, yes, I think Therese is working at 300 dpi.
Yep.
But it doesn't really matter how many dpi. It means what matters is how many pixels and how many. In digital painting, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it could be like a huge canvas on 72 dpi. You know.
But do work big, because you never know when it's gonna get printed.
Exactly. Yes, Panda. Therese's dragon says, if you see humans, burn them.
Yes, he does. Or she.
Or she. Is it a she?
It could be Grandma Dragon. We don't
Could
know.
be Grandma Dragon, yeah. Do dragons have like, are they male and female? Or are they like
maybe they're both.
asexual?
I don't know. I'm not a dragon expert.
Yeah, Silver Fox Wolfen is being very facetious. Given that this will be finished in about 1 minute, what can we expect for the rest of the stream?
No, I'm actually gonna sit here and fiddle with this.
Yes, we're gonna make a very detailed dragon.
Because I've done so many fast sketches now that it's about time I show what it looks like when I sit in detail.
Oh my god, so many pictures, guys! You are
Wow.
awesome. We'll have to look at them.
Awesome.
We have to look at them.
Yeah. That's us.
Okay, so that's us. That's what started the whole craziness. Let me get rid of this little guy up here. There we go. All right. So this is what started the craziness, and then this is from Panda Harry. All right. All right. Thank you. We see your hand. And the stream. Turn on some lights. And this is Lizzie Skipper. Hey Lizzie, so cool that you're watching us. And this is Alexandre Becquet. Watching
Hello.
the stream with this face. I can see the stream reflected on your eyes, so that's okay. This is Ata Osmedir. Ozdemir.
Oh,
a kitty! That's a really cool picture. And let's see, that's Juan Pablo. My setup, watching the stream. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, you're actually watching it in stereo. Oh, I don't think that we're doing it in stereo. Maybe we can try. Like, I say something and then you say something. Okay. Right.
Left.
Right.
Left.
Tell us if it works, Juan Pablo.
Because we don't know.
We don't know. Oh, this is Rob Ing. Hey, Rob. All right. Rob is working. Oh, wow. You're
He's
working on an
working.
animation here. That's
Nice.
awesome. And watching the stream on the side monitor. Awesome. Super cool, Rob. And then we have Count Zero. Moderating the Adobe live stream. Very good. And Annie. Oh, is this Swedish? Helmi.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Drawn.
Oh, that's so amazing!
That's so great. That's an incredible drawing, Annie.
I love it. What is
Yeah.
it? Is it some kind of frog chihuahua?
Frog Chihuahua.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
I'm gonna just zoom in a second. I love this.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's great.
Oh, and that's Eric Stevens. I'm almost there, Eric. Yep. Awesome. And then we have Carol Ryan. Where's the stream? I only see you coding here.
Maybe he's
the stream must be
listening.
somewhere. Yep.
Or on the phone. We don't know.
Yeah, on the phone, on the iPad. That's Ralph Burns. All right, multiple screens. And Senica Gonzalez. All right, in an open space. Awesome.
Oh, wow. It's so fun to see.
I love that all you guys are... Oh, Evil Cerise. Oh, behold the great Ruffini. Oh my god.
There's just so much effort into that.
Yeah, right? Oh, and then we have Dorina. Hey Dorina, you've been on the stream for us for a long time.
Hello.
Hello Dorina. And then Keely Jane Mills. Awesome. Oh, you have all that little
I love those.
Yeah. Monitor 2. French words here, and it's like bad language here. Yeah. On s'en fout de ta merde. Tu comprends?
You're gonna have to teach me some French swear words. Merde.
Oh, and you're doing like courses, training things. Awesome. Then that's it. You see? Watching the stream on the laptop while working in Photoshop. And then we have Pistor. No, Pistor. I don't see the stream, so I don't see the stream here. Are you sure you're watching the stream? Looks like you're drinking a cocktail. Now everybody's sending selfies with the Adobe Live hashtag. All right.
Yay!
Serge Lapointe. Helen, whom we know now. Oh, Helen hid her face with a peach.
With a peach.
Great stuff. And watching Adobe Live. And trying Spark Post. Awesome. That's a good mashup of applications right there. Adobe Spark Post. Watching Adobe Live. Anya. And then Dorina. Oh, here's my first more serious practice in digital painting. Do you want to check that out?
Oh, nice. I love the colors.
Yeah, and I love the fantasy.
Yes.
Munir Elogbani. I'm watching. Go Rufus and Therese, you are the best.
Yay.
Thank you, Munir.
Thank you.
And then, let me see. How long does it still go? This is crazy. I've never had so many responses. So, John Kimak. All right, you see? Laptop and big screen. I see that many of you are actually working in motion design. Ken Litt. Thank you for all the awesomeness. Thank you, Ken.
Is it a Dane?
Yeah,
it's Danish.
Is that the Danish flag?
I love Danes. I used to work a bit in Denmark.
Zulfugar, we know Zulfugar as well. Oh, okay, so he separates the screen. On one side, the stream. No, I don't see the stream here. Yes, that's the stream. Oh yeah. He did the selfie while we were watching a selfie. All right. Doing comics. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Zulfugar. And Jesper Bertelsen. Oh wow. Jesper.
Hello.
That's a big beard as well. Oh wow.
Is it a sloth? Yeah, it's a sloth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Crazy. It's a pretty cool illustration right there. Yeah.
It's really good. I love it.
Well, guys, you made my day. Yes, you made my day, and you made tonight's night shift. Let's go back. Oh, we are missing out on all the action on the dragon here. There we go. Crazy stuff. Now I have to scroll back in the chat to see what's happening
what
here.
people have been saying.
No, it's not in stereo. Okay, now we know. We've tested it.
Okay.
We've asked for your
Help there.
Oh, the music is in stereo, maybe. Okay. Yeah, Evil Cerise, the Ruffini is pretty cool. I must admit. And Annie says, yes, I'm Swedish, and frog chihuahua is a great definition of my drawing. Yes, I love the frog chihuahua. Share it. Once you're done with the frog chihuahua, can you just share it on Twitter with the Adobe Live hashtag, just so we can find it and have a look? Mathieu says the legs of that dragon look awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, they do. They're really taking shape. And Jean-Baptiste Robert is asking, how do you process, what is your process to create an illustration? Are you thinking about the story first and then the light? What is the different steps of your process?
It depends. Sometimes I think of a story first in my head, and then I try to get it out in a sketch. And sometimes it just happens. It just suddenly is there. So it's a bit different from time to time.
And Robzilla says my selfie is invisible. Yes, that's probably because it would be a selfie inside of a car, and that would get me very angry.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want that.
Hey Akwib from Pakistan, 1:44 there. You got 1 hour and 15 minutes to go, and then you can go to bed.
Yes, but not before that.
Well, Michael, can this be turned into a vector image? No.
No.
This is pixel-based art, and that's why it's in Photoshop. There's other artists like Robzilla, who's here in the chat, who does exclusively vector art, so using Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Illustrator Draw on the iPad. So check it out. Just look for Robzilla on Google and you will find him. Like Godzilla, but Robzilla. Thanks, Annie. Yes, we look so much forward to see your frog chihuahua. Well, Abby, we've learned in the past few days, the question is, how did you know you wanted to pursue this career? The thing is, she always knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been drawing since a very little kid, and your father yesterday, even in the chat, the Larsson family was here, and we had some like insider stories, such as that
my dad used to steal papers.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah, like bring home paper so that Therese could draw. Mm-hmm. And she would feverishly draw, like,
yeah.
Okay, next sheet, next sheet, next sheet.
I still do that, but that's why it's so good with digital art. You can actually just have an endless supply of white paper.
Well, Michael, it doesn't really matter because, thinking of resizing purposes, if used for print or a T-shirt or a poster, the secret that, the thing that I learned over these 3 days of digital painting and illustration is that all artists start with a very big canvas, like in the 7,000, 8,000 pixel width. And at 300 dpi. Almost all of them worked in 300 dpi. So just count those pixels, and that's quite a few pixels. That's why you also need a pretty potent machine to rasterize all that, and also a potent machine that the brush strokes don't get sluggish, like slow, or like when you make a brush stroke and then the brush stroke slowly comes behind. So. Therese, do you ever have an artist's block?
Yeah, I do.
How do you get about getting rid of it, or out of it?
I don't have a choice since I work as an illustrator, so I just have to get down and do it. Mm-hmm. And I think that helps with the personal art blocks as well, that I don't really have a choice.
Yes.
If I want to draw or not.
And Therese is also known as having had to draw a lawnmower once, and
several times.
Several times. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Several lawnmowers. Okay. We learn something new every day.
I've drawn so many weird things.
Helen Hannes, do you ever draw in Illustrator?
Only if I have to.
Okay.
Like when I'm doing logotypes and stuff. So it's not something I choose because I like the whole painterly thing. It's too mathematical for me.
Oh, and Sebastian Hu says, Therese, you rock.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for swinging by, Sebastian. Sebastian is probably on transport back home. Ah, Mel B, have you ever run into problems with people stealing your art because it's online?
Yeah.
How do you prevent that?
You can't. You can't prevent it. I don't really mind when people, for example, steal my art and say it's them who did it, because I think that they're digging their own grave.
Yes.
And it's gonna show itself. What I don't like is when people, make money from my art, and I've seen my work on merchandise and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's frustrating. But if some random dude is stealing my work and claiming it as theirs, there's not much I can do, and I usually don't really bother, because it's gonna show eventually that they weren't the ones who made it, and that will be embarrassing for that person. So they're hurting themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And karma.
Yep. Because when that client comes and commissions them and they can't deliver, they're in big trouble.
Yeah, Eric, so if you have that slow brush thing on your iMac at work, well, it means either, the canvas size is too big for your iMac, and therefore it has to process too much data. But I think a good rule of thumb is to always read the minimum requirements that are posted with the Creative Cloud apps and see if your computer matches that. Oh, it's cat music time. You don't hear it, but there's the cat music.
I can hear it in my head.
Oh, okay.
I'm imagining it. So.
Oh, and Philip Dies is not putting cat. Are these cats or little foxes? No, these are cats. They look like little foxes. Yeah, the merchandise thing is a different beast though, Adam Fox says. You have to try to stop that when you find it. There was just a big ruling in favor of an artist who had her design stolen by a big company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe big companies are easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But if there's there's like a small company using your designs on a T-shirt.
Yeah, a small vendor somewhere.
Small vendor. Yes, of course they'll make some money, but I don't know. It's a really hard subject. But I also think that it's so important to share your work. And you mentioned that you found most of your big contracts through Behance.
Yep.
And just because of the fact that that Therese had her work on Behance, therefore sharing as much as she can, that actually generates requests and
real work.
And real work. Oh, by the way, did you see that Behance completely redesigned everything today?
No.
Let me just go over, just because since you're a Behance user, you might appreciate what's happening here. See? Like this whole page is now, and basically it's a continuous scroll. When you go to the bottom.
Is that me?
Where? Yeah, there's you. I saw you today somewhere. There. No.
There we go.
Yeah. Therese Larsson, here.
Yay.
Not quite right. Why is it not quite right? Oh, because you've got the mouse in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. Don't worry, I have it covered. Oh, that's so cute.
That's a really old one.
Yes, but it's so cute. Oh. So Therese Larsson on Behance. Make sure. Oh well, you know what? I do follow you, right? Yeah, I'm following. Yeah, and I appreciate this project.
That would be
boom.
embarrassing.
Yes, right. and when you go in the search window, this is how it looks now. So animal illustrations in Sweden, let's say. Okay. Sweden, no city, apply. No, wait. I said animal. Okay, so maybe it's just animals.
Yay!
Yeah, Therese. Animal sketches. so great to find. Oh, and there's new. I think I haven't seen these filters before. Like, but you can filter by schools, by tools used. Like for example, Photoshop. Okay, and these are all the things that are done in Photoshop. So inspiring, and also by color. So I can say I want everything like in this color range here.
Nice.
Oh, didn't no, that was a too strange of a color. Okay, let's find another color. Like maybe this one. Oh, just this one. Okay. Come on. No. Because you know what? I'm let me just go global again.
Yeah, you're in Sweden.
I'm in Sweden, and maybe you know what? Maybe if I look for yellow, something like that. No. Let's go worldwide. Oh no! Come on. Apply. There we go. Additional filters, color, and I want this range of colors, and boom.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So that was launched today, the new Behance website. Whoops.
What?
There was not safe for work imagery there.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. That's always
and
a risk.
we are a young person friendly channel here.
Yes.
And we don't want to shock anyone.
No.
Nope. All right.
Nope.
So Mathieu is asking, did you receive any formal art education?
No.
No.
Nope. Just observation. And time and stubbornness.
Oh, and Katie Mob 123 says, my girlfriend actually stopped what she was doing to come over and see what you were painting. You've got a new fan.
Oh, hi. And thank you.
Arturo says, is your creative process from nascent to finish, so from beginning to end, a continuity, or do you find yourself going back to work or works once they're completed?
It depends. Maybe.
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 Today is maybe.
Maybe
day one was all about nope.
No.
Yesterday was all about
yes.
Yep. And today is about maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. It depends, really. Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes no. This is an icy old dragon, I think.
So Lizzie is about to leave for work. Thanks for the awesome streaming today. This has been so much fun and such great learning experience for me. Learned more about Photoshop than I did in college. Bye, Lizzie. Have a good day.
Bye.
Yes, are you Anurag? Only one more hour of this awesomeness. Are you thinking about a background for the dragon as well?
I was actually just about to switch to that.
Oh,
That was
okay.
fun. Great
You
timing.
see, after 3 days, I'm starting to read in your mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's scary.
No, Anna, she did not start from scratch today, but she started from scratch yesterday about halfway through.
Yeah.
Yes? So all in all, this whole illustration will have taken about 90 minutes. No, 3 hours?
3 hours.
Yes. Game Scissor. We only stream every 2 weeks. Only, I mean, you know, do you guys realize how much work that is? Anyway, the plan is to stream much more, so stay tuned, we're getting there. And me personally, I will start streaming once a month in German, starting in September. So those of you, meine deutschen Freunde hier auf dem Stream, ab September auf Deutsch.
How many languages do you know?
I don't know.
Many.
I just pretend.
Oh.
It sounded German, but
yeah,
I didn't
did,
say
it did.
anything.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Zelko. His flying license expired.
Yeah, look at his wings.
Mm-hmm. That's why he stays on the rock.
Yeah.
Or it stays on the rock, or she stays on the rock. We
Yeah.
don't know yet.
No, we don't. It's a bit rainy and overcast.
Mm-hmm.
today. That's why he's so grumpy.
Abby's asking, Therese, who are some of your artists' inspirations?
Well, I really like Anders Zorn, and he's not alive today. He's one of the old masters, and I think, yeah, he's my favorite. And he's a Swede as well, so extra points.
Mm. And Philip Dahl is asking, what is that bunny brush that you're using? It looks like a bunny, but it's not a bunny.
Oh,
but yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. This is my favorite brush, and I've been using it for like 10, 12 years.
Mm.
It's really old, and I can't remember where I got it from. But it's great. I love it, and I use it all the time.
Do you use the mixing brush at all?
No.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
No, Philip. She doesn't use the mixing brushes.
Because I don't know what that is even.
But if she tried them and maybe used them, maybe she would only use those. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm an enigma.
No, Micah, there is no traditional training here. It's all observation and growing up drawing. Yes, Philip, I will send her all the information about the mixing brushes. But not now.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Yes, that Evil Cerise is saying, Therese, you should watch Kyle Webster's tutorial about mixing brushes.
Oh.
It's right there on the Monk competition page.
I
Mhm.
will.
Very short movie. Just to get an idea that
Yeah.
mixing brushes do exist.
Great.
And
Yeah. Just learn what they're all about.
So Game Scissor, Therese got into drawing since always. She's always been drawing.
Yeah, there's
And
not
people
been a
have been
time.
telling her, like, do something, not her parents, but maybe her teachers, or telling her, quit that drawing stuff you're doing. You'll never make a living out of that.
Yeah.
So thanks, Evil Cerise, for posting the link to the contest. And on that contest page, you can download Kyle's brushes for the Kyle's brushes that he did for the Munch Museum. Basically, it's Edvard Munch's brushes that you can use in Photoshop and in Photoshop Sketch. So yeah, download those brushes, try them out. Stefan says, well done, my daughter.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Today it's only Stefan. Yesterday it was Stefan Larsson.
Yeah.
Did you do that drawing?
Yeah, I did. Are you stalking my dad?
No, I just saw that it was a drawing and I wanted to see what drawing that was. Lauren Inc. is asking, what quick key are you using to make what looks like some sort of dependent layer? What is it called? Like a dependent layer.
Oh, the Alt key. And then I press in between the layers. Like this, new layer. I hold the Alt key and I click in between.
Interesting. Therese just flipped it. Was it for the angle?
I just flipped it to get a fresh view.
Yes. That's just like in classical painting or drawing when you watch your painting with a mirror. You always do that in painting. You walk away from your painting, take the mirror, and look at your painting like that. And basically in Photoshop, you just flip it. So much easier.
Yeah.
Game Sitter, what do you mean live tutorials? These are already live tutorials. Watching these great artists work, that's the best tutorial that we can provide. What about upside down? Nope, Dylan. I've rarely seen, I've never seen artists look at their work upside down. Did you flatten the layer of the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, like fearless. Like, let's just flatten it. It's not even a smart object. Nope, it's just flattened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's being sure of what you're doing. Oh, Philip says, actually upside down is a good way of learning observation drawing.
Oh, then I learned something new.
Evil Cerise says, some artists flip their images upside down. It helps to disconnect yourself from the object and see the shapes and colors.
That's very smart.
Yeah, so the dragon doesn't look like a dragon anymore. Or it looks like a hanging dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bat dragon.
A bat dragon. Oh, Margaret says, creating anything not vectorized makes me nervous, especially when it takes so long to do it. Well, you know, that's experience. And yeah, just do it. That's right. Are you Anurag? When she used the gradient tool, I realized that's probably the only time she used a different tool apart from the brush over the 3 days.
Yeah.
The Bat Dragon. Yep, that's right, Sulfugar. Na 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 na. Bat Dragon. Ogur, no, you don't have to be a registered user of the Adobe Creative Cloud. You can use the 7-day test version. Feel free to do that. But I don't know what you mean by being registered. If you say an Adobe ID, Adobe ID is the first thing you do actually. So Adobe ID, yes. Redact that citation, Rufus. Which citation? Which citation? I said that, not him. Who? Oh, okay. Alright, so both Evil Cerise and Philip Dahl said, well, Philip Dahl actually put it slightly differently. It takes away from the person wanting to draw a face or object and focus more on the shapes. All right. Redacted. Nappy91, that's a Wacom Cintiq.
22 HD.
22 HD connected to a Mac Pro. And a beefed up Mac Pro. Well, Philip, if you scroll up in the chat, you'll see that the mod said that before you. You said the exact same thing. So, both of you. Hey, Justina. Sorry you're late. Well, you got 45 minutes to enjoy this dragon painting. It's so weird that, you know, that when you have the color open and there's red, it flickers on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah. We used to call this the Illuminati effect on Twitter. No, you don't have to be sorry, Philip. Evil Cerise is so politically correct, but you said it better, Philip Dahl.
Oh.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So much respect.
Yeah.
In the chat. Mel B is asking, do you have a dream project that you haven't got around to doing yet?
Yeah. I really like to do scientific illustration.
Like what?
Like fish.
Fish?
Yep.
Like for a book on fish?
Yeah, you know, like Smithsonian stuff.
Ah, okay.
It is on my Behance, my scientific illustrations.
And SYFQ, yes, you can draw using Intuos or Bamboo, of course. It just takes a little bit longer because it's not immediate as it is to draw on directly on the screen, like Therese is doing right now. Oscar Wimmerman saying, "Hey Therese, loving the live stream. Glad midsummer."
Tack så mycket. Detsamma.
It is midsummer.
Yes.
Is this like a long weekend in Sweden?
Long weekend? No,
Yeah, like,
well,
no?
yeah.
Not for you because you'll be working.
I work. No holiday for me.
Mm-hmm. Flyer Princess, the force of the drawing is intense in you.
Is this a Jedi dragon now?
Ah, yeah. Oh yes, scientific illustrations. I'm just gonna show them very quickly. Wow.
That's a fish. It's an existing fish.
Mm-hmm. These are great. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So if anyone owns a museum,
yes, or
Call
is
me.
working on the Encyclopedia of Fish,
yes,
appreciate the project
and call me.
and call Therese. Diego is asking, Therese, how do you manage your work and free time? Do you have a daily routine to work, or?
Unfortunately not.
No.
No.
Is that something you're working on?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I try not to work nights or weekends, but weekends happen still. But no, I don't work nights anymore. But I used to, like a lot. That sucked.
Justina, who just came in, but we answered that question right at the beginning. Do you always enjoy drawing, or is it sometimes forced? Sometimes.
Sometimes it's forced. Well, forced sounds so harsh.
Yeah.
It's
Don't want to do it, but have to.
yeah, it's
like,
you know, it's just a job sometimes. That's. I mean, I guess it's always fun to draw, and I'm very thankful for my profession. But sometimes I'm really not inspired, but I have to do it.
Draw me a lawnmower.
Not today.
The people in the chat are just mesmerized. Nobody's writing right now.
Okay.
They're just watching.
Good. So they haven't fallen asleep or something.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. That's right. Adocracy show. Do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life. That's for sure. I'm lucky enough to do what I love, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great.
I wake up joyous every morning.
You do?
Yeah,
I
like
don't.
I want to do it.
I don't.
No?
No. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I really love my bed. I don't want to get up and work. But it's usually fun once I start. It's the whole getting out of bed thing that could be difficult.
Anna is saying, do you have any suggestions for learning anatomy in general, or how do you learn it?
Observing, practicing. The only way there is. And I think that's what they do in art school, right? They practice and observe, and I guess you do get more tips, and someone to feedback you, but it works to just practice and listen to friends and family and their feedback. Not your mom and dad though, because they're gonna love what you do anyway. So.
And Panda, 4:20 a.m. still going. All right.
Yay.
Wow, 4:20. Where's that? That's 5 hours away from here.
Yeah. Where is that?
Adocracy Show says, when I was a little kid, I told my mom that I wanted to be the kind of artist that draws the pictures doctors learn from. Now I work for a dental manufacturer.
Oh,
you
cool.
See?
That is scientific illustration.
Yep. Yeah, now everybody's afraid to leave because I would call them chicken. There's only 38 minutes to go.
That's nothing.
It's nothing. You've been
Come
here
on,
this
guys.
long. There's no excuse.
No, do it.
No, it's not AM in Central America. It's PM in Central America right now. So it must be somewhere in Asia. Grugrux43, she's drawing on a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. Oh, Count Zero, you're moving. You're not going to be here for the next session. The next session will be, yeah, almost in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. Yeah, but it's 5:20 p.m. in Baltimore. And Panda was saying it's 4:20 a.m. So
maybe China.
Could be. Panda, China. Yeah. But how would they watch it from China without going through VPN? You know, you can't watch YouTube in China.
You can't?
No.
What?
No Facebook, no YouTube.
What? That's dumb.
Elizabeth is asking, do you think it's possible to work as an artist and also have a job unrelated to art like meteorology or marine biology?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no problem in that.
Arturo is kidding and says, Therese, your father wants to share an image of you at 2 of age. Can we see it while you're drawing? You know, like...
No! No baby pictures. Oh my god. I'm trying to work.
They're not kidding. Wait, what did Stefan say? I have a significant picture of Therese when she was 2 years old. Do you have an email address? I wish I could make your father a mod so he can just post a link
No,
there.
no baby pictures.
Yes.
I'm just trying to draw.
So mods, help Therese's dad.
Oh my god.
Post a picture.
Oh my god.
Question about the contest. What criteria would the work be judged on? What are you looking for in the painting? Professionalism, creativity, everything. Like
what a hard question.
Yeah, right? I mean, but probably mostly creativity and of course it must be, it will be exhibited in the Munch Museum, so, Stefan is working on it. All right. We put our faith in you, Stefan.
I quit in 30 minutes and I'm not staying a minute longer.
And Lauren says, sounds like something my mom would try to do.
Yeah. Parents.
Yes, Zulfugar, Therese will be one of the judges. Andrei Caetano, what country is that? It's hard for contests. Helen, there's what do you mean by there's no point in entering the contest for beginners?
There is.
There is. Who knows? So Ricky says, been trying to do only illustration work, but I find it really hard to get contracts. Maybe some advice.
Oh, that's
There's one word. Share.
Yeah, share your stuff. Try to be out there. But it can be really hard.
Mm-hmm. And the deadline for the contest is July 14th, Bastille Day in France.
What kind of holiday is that?
That's when they took down the Bastille during the French Revolution.
Oh.
And Helen, didn't we love your egg with bacon raining on top of it? So,
I loved it. It was awesome.
What was the most difficult work you ever had to?
I can't remember. After I've finished a job, I just move on. I never dwell. Once they're done and the client is happy, I just move on. I can't. Well, there have been some clients that have been difficult to work with, but I'm not gonna sit here and say anything because that's really bad. Don't talk ill of your clients. It's just some projects are gonna be harder than others, but don't badmouth your clients except for close
for
friends.
those who don't pay.
Yeah, just zip it and yeah.
Yeah, and with contests, it's like if you have the time or or the energy to participate, do it. You'll never know, and one day, yeah. Yeah, oh, Kyle is still on the stream. Kyle Webster.
What?
Yeah, hey Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
So Kyle is the creator of the monk brushes that I was talking about before. So hey Kyle. So Kyle says, I fired a client once. It was so liberating. I did that too. Not only once, several times.
I have rage.
And it was liberating every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have rage quit on a client as well.
Oh God! You know, like sometimes things become so complicated because of a client, and then you just have to say, "Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna give up. Just keep your money.
Yeah, this isn't working.
And run. You know, yeah. And
Yeah.
then you feel so good, and then you suddenly sleep at night again,
Yeah,
and
I know.
and feel happy again. Yeah.
But I still
These
don't
are
think
toxic,
you should.
toxic clients. Yeah.
Yeah, you should not badmouth them anyway.
No.
Because it makes you look bad. So don't talk ill of clients. But you can fire them, and yeah, because I've done that. I have rage quit on a rather big client. I'm not gonna say which one.
Yes, we can all say thank you to Kyle Webster for the brushes. Hey chat, let's give Kyle Webster some love here in the chat. Well, Justina, contests for pay, I don't know what you mean, like logo design contests or poster contests, are they worth the gamble? Well, it all depends. I think in this case, the prize is so good that it might be worth the gamble. I hate these crowdsourcing businesses that, you know, people go there and, you know, get a logo for $10 and they have like 100 people working on a logo and, you know, only one gets the $10. I think this is degrading. It's not good for the profession. But this is a real contest with rules and regulations, and so that's entirely up to you.
And still, you get to practice and learn something from it, and that's not bad.
Yeah. Ah, there you go, Mathieu. Mathieu has some of Kyle's brushes. They're pretty neat. Yep. Andre Caetano, annuals and illustration competitions? I don't know. Annuals? Do annuals still exist?
What's that?
You know, annuals were these huge books like illustration annuals, and they were the best illustrations of 1995. You know, like, I don't know. I think the internet is the annual now.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
I think so too.
If you go...
A self-regulating annual.
Let me just see that there. Oh, let me just move over that.
Like,
yeah. I think this is the annual now.
Yeah.
Oh, I met Nick Mizani in New York at 99U.
Nice.
I interviewed him.
Is that guy who does type?
He does type, and he does these. He calls them mosaics. So basically, it's faux mosaics.
Oh wow!
Is that awesome or what?
That is beautiful.
Anyway, back to the bragging.
Gorgeous.
Yes, incredible stuff. So yeah, so annuals I think have been replaced by the internet by now. Annuals were super important at the beginning of my career because there was no internet. So libraries were super important, and you know, all these books were super important because it was the only way that we could be inspired and find out what other people around the world were doing. Oh, Silver Fox Wolfen said they still do exist for films and specific genres. Okay. Oh, and Justina says, oh wow, I haven't even ever seen an annual. Yeah. Ah, Kyle still enters the Society of Illustrator annual every year. Yeah, it's a tradition. Okay.
Cool.
The Society of Illustrators. Is that the American Society of Illustrators? to Stina. What else do you think will change in the art because of the internet? I think in the art world, because I think it's already changing so much. I think there's such a variety of creativity, and it's just overwhelming to see how much cool stuff people are doing. And it's just so inspiring. And I think that changes in the art world because there's so much inspiration and motivation to do new things. So, Stefan, how is the picture story going? We have about 15 minutes left. Look what I'm doing with my fingers. Yes.
Just because it's a night shift, you just...
It's the night shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything can happen on the night shift.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle says, I love this dragon, but I need to sleep. You guys rock. You rock too, Kyle.
Yes, you
Good
do.
night.
Good night, Kyle.
Aha, Stefan says, okay.
I need to approve it first.
Okay, understood. Okay, now that Kyle has left, now we can say it. I mean, Kyle's brushes, they're the industry standard. No, because Kyle is very easily like his head goes.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah,
true.
So now that he's gone, we can say it like his brushes are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gumroad, that's where he sells them, right?
Yeah. Don't pirate them.
No, don't buy them from Chinese websites.
No,
buy them from Gumroad so that he gets the money.
Yeah, because
some people are selling his brushes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone knows Kyle's brushes. That's right, yeah. The brush wizard.
Yes. He's like the brush sensei, you know?
The brush sensei.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Mr. Miyagi with brushes.
That's right, Adam. They're so cheap already. You know why? But I found out today from Kyle that there's actually people selling Kyle's brushes on other websites. That really sucks.
Yeah, that's worse than piracy.
Yeah. Yeah. Tor Fluff says, do you manually alter the hard edges from the original mask?
What does he mean?
I don't know.
I'm too tired. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, because...
Just please specify.
This is the Night Shift with Therese and Rufus. For another
really tired.
15 minutes, live from Paris, France.
Hey.
Sarshara said, has the dragon been given a name other than grandpa or grandma? If you turn him around, it's the bat dragon. But
yeah, bat dragon.
Oh, the frog chihuahua is on Twitter. Let's have a look. Oh my god. I love the frog chihuahua. This is so cool, Annie. Look at the frog chihuahua.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
It is perfect. I am in love. It's like, it's fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's like a little kiwi.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like the fruit, not the New Zealander.
Thank you so much, the hairy New Zealanders.
I had to specify.
Yeah. Oh, Annie, that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, the brushes that are on the Adobe website, the Munch brushes, are free. Yes, you can get those Kyle brushes for free. You don't have to pay them.
But buy his rest. The rest of his brushes. You buy them. Because he's so good.
Yeah, shoot, his mega pack is only $18 for his brushes, yeah. But the cool thing about the mega pack is that there's so many brushes that it'll take you a lot of time to go through all of them, yeah, and understand what they do. Yeah, everybody loves the... Oh, and Justina says we should name the dragon Rufus.
Yeah!
Rufus the dragon. Yeah.
Or Roof. Roof the dragon.
Oh, everybody says, yeah, Rufus the dragon. Yes. Yeah, the grumpy old dragon.
That's not very flattering, is it?
I don't know. You know, if that's how you guys see me, that's fine. You know.
But you were a wizard today.
Yeah,
so.
I was a wizard today, and now I'm a dragon. You know, this crazy stuff.
Yeah, part of the job.
Oh, Rufus, the grumpy guardian of solitude.
That's just great.
They need to go to jail from stealing Therese's hard work. Yeah, well, you know.
That's a bit harsh.
Karma
Yeah.
will...
Yeah, karma will catch up.
The Grumpagon.
The Italian grumpy old dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam, the dragon has become so amazing while we all chat along. Look at this. Like a still frame from a Disney movie.
Oh, thank you.
Ruffini Draco de Fusselazar.
Wow.
That's a powerful name.
It is. It's very powerful.
I just read it the best I could. Awesome, Mathieu. I can't wait to see what you're doing with Munch's brushes. And now they're being poetic, like, Roof the magic dragon lived by the sea.
Feels so bad for you right now.
Yeah, like, yeah. By the sea.
So rainy by the sea.
No, Mathieu, no. Therese didn't use the Munch brushes. Or maybe, no, not even Kyle's brushes.
No.
Some very old brushes that she's had for ages.
Yeah. The old classics.
Yeah, this dragon is a muse for a bard's tale for sure, Cheryl says. Alright, Helen, you only live once, that's right, YOLO!
YOLO!
Alright guys, I decided to enter the contest. And good luck to everyone else. That's the attitude.
Sounds
Yes.
awesome.
And Therese will be in the jury, as will all participants of this incredible stream. You have until July the 14th. Spend a lot of time sketching and like developing your idea and then, just doing it.
Just do it. Don't think so much, just do it. Because I think that too much thinking is counterproductive. You just need to sit down and start drawing, and it usually just comes to you.
Yeah, right. There was many different things today. The Rufus Tower, the Ruffini Draco de Salazar, Ruffini the Magician, the Rufus the Centaur. Yeah. What else?
Should make a merman.
A merman?
That's for another stream. Rufus the merman.
Okay. Now I don't even want to see what's going to happen on Twitter now. Rufus the merman. So how many Photoshop versions back was the most recent new feature that you actually use? Brushes have changed quite a lot, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I can't really say.
Oh, Abby, but I was Rufus on a horse. Not on her horse, but if you check Twitter with the Adobe Live hashtag, there's actually an illustration of me on a horse. With the body of somebody who's pretty well known.
Oh!
Oh, and Philip says the Lawnmower Man is happening. You know the Lawnmower Man? It's a movie.
Yeah, isn't that a horror movie?
Yes, sort of.
Runs over people?
No, it's like I think it has to do with like getting into people's brains, like with electronically.
Okay. I was thinking.
And the Lawnmower Man, it's called the Lawnmower Man because they use the Lawnmower Man to make these medical tests.
Okay.
VR. Have you ever thought about painting in 360?
What?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's now possible to actually.
VR?
Yeah.
What? No, I've never tried.
Yeah.
I'm too old school.
Yeah. Like basically, you paint everything that's around you, and you can, when you have your thingy there, you can actually look up and down and discover things.
So I could like draw a life-size elephant.
Yeah, let me see if I can find some. It's called pano painting. Oh, not panoply. Pano painting. This is something that in basic, you see there's some pretty cool stuff happening here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So for example, this one, let me just go to my screen very quickly. So basically this is an illustration, a little bit like what Sebastian does, but you can really, go into
nuts.
And this is illustration, this is not photography, or things like this. Look at that. Is that so cool or what?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, right? Let me see if there's anything else that we can look at. And I did one. Let me just go. Oh, how much time do we have? Oh, yeah. In my photos here. Let's see. My photos. Cargo.
No.
Oh, here, this. Looks like a little bit like Munch, right?
Yeah.
Basically, this is
so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's me on the London Bridge.
I want to do that. Yeah.
No, this is because this is something that I see more and more, like this 360 VR kind of thing, illustration, and I love the illustration part because it's
awesome.
it's got so much potential.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, Suzanne is on stream. Hey, Suzanne.
Hi. He's got little varicose veins on his wing.
Varicose veins on his
Wings.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. It happens with age, you know. Okay, that's approved. Thanks for checking with me. Yeah, I was a cute baby.
Yeah. Thank you, Stefan. That was awesome. And Therese,
Yeah.
what can we say?
What time
It's
is
almost
it?
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Let's zoom out and look at that incredible dragon.
Still a work
Awesome.
in progress.
Yeah, beautiful. Started 2.5 hours ago,
Something
like that.
Yeah.
And this is the dragon. Wow, people.
Rufus the dragon.
Rufus the dragon. Let me put the fox back in here. And what can we say? Wow, this 3-day stream on digital art and illustration is now over. And basically, you know, when you think about it, 8 hours a day for 3 days. How many hours is that?
I'm too tired.
Too tired? It's 24 hours of digital illustration that we've just produced here. And watch the replays if you've missed any of the action over the past 2 days. And yeah, and keep in touch. I mean, you're the best community out there, and really lovely to have you here. And thank you to everybody who joined us. Thank you to you for being so inspiring with your illustrations, with the horse, the cats, the dog, the dragon. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Therese. And thank you all in the chat for having been with us. And wow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just gonna turn the audio off.